As you step into this new season of becoming parents, it's not just your daily life that will change. Your relationships can take new shape too. Some relationships will grow stronger as you naturally spend more time together, and some, often more historical relationships, may need new boundaries, while other relationships may begin to look quite different from what they were before. Now, while this can feel uncertain, it also creates an opportunity to be intentional about the type of relationships that you are building around your family. Because while you will have the greatest influence in your child's life, you were never meant to do this alone. I once heard it said that successful parenting was where your child grew up and could earn enough money to pay for their own counselling. Parenting just isn't easy, and we need all the help we can get. One of the first relationship spaces to consider is your extended family. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Now, the word future in this passage carries the idea of someone rowing a boat, moving forward while facing where they've come from. It's a helpful picture for family life because as you move forward into your own family, you're still connected to your past and the families you've come from. Now, there may be things you want to carry forward, but there also may be things you want to change or leave behind altogether. For some, extended family relationships are a great source of joy and support, but for others, they may carry complexity, hurt, or distance. So wherever that sits for you, this season may bring opportunity for strengthening connections, for setting new healthy boundaries, or even to begin a journey of healing. These are important and sometimes challenging conversations to have, especially if you come from different family backgrounds, different cultures, or expectations. Alongside these family relationships, friendships will also play an important role in this new season. As you enter parenthood, your rhythms will change and your availability may shift. There can be a real temptation to pull back from others, sometimes because you're tired, sometimes because life just feels full. But friendship remains incredibly important. There's something really powerful about sharing life with others in an honest way, not waiting until everything feels together, but inviting people in as you are, into the learning and into the mess. It's often that in these moments that real friendships grow so much deeper. Another important aspect of investing into genuine friendships is that they help shape the world your child experiences and learns from. As your child grows, the voices they hear louder than yours are often those of trusted family friends, people who will hopefully be saying the same things that you do. We are so grateful for godly men and women who have invested into the lives of our children and helped shape them into adulthood. These relationships take time, so being intentional early can help. You obviously won't be able to control the movements of your friends in the future, of course, but at least you will have set an expectation that there will be others woven into the fabric of your family. Another key relationship space is church community. From the very beginning, God's design was never just for individuals or even single families to carry everything on their own. There is a wider community that surrounds and supports. In the Bible, through the story of Moses, we read the encouragement to pass on faith wasn't given to parents alone. It was given to the whole community, people of all ages and stages, walking through life together. And that same call exists for the church today. As you step into parenthood, gathering with the church each week can feel like a stretch, but it's worth the cost. Over time, it becomes a community where your child sees that there are other people who are in your world. They're walking alongside you and they can know this truth for themselves too. Foundations of faith and spiritual practices are reinforced and they can be explored in a safe and loving community. There are different ways to connect into church community through gatherings, through life groups, through serving alongside one another, and through genuine relationships built over time. In this new season, it may take some time to adjust and find what works for you, but staying connected is what matters. When you step back and look at all these relationships, your extended family, your friendships, and your church, there's a common thread. We were created for connection. Right from the beginning of the Bible, we see this. Adam walked with God, but he still said it is not good for man to be alone. When Moses grew tired while leading, others stood beside him and quite literally held up his arms. Jesus himself lived in constant relationship, surrounded with many, walking closely with 12, and deeply connected with a few. And in the early church, we see people sharing life together, supporting one another, and living in unity. This picture runs all through Scripture. We are not designed to do life alone. And as parents, while you will have the greatest influence in your child's life, you are not the only influence they need. Part of stepping into this new season is deciding who else will be around your family to help fill your tank and sharpen your iron, as well as help to shape your child as they mature.